Hello guys, today we'll do it for periwinkle flower. This is very easy to done this work. Okay, simple watercolor style we'll make it. First we'll choose for the background. I finished the sketches. Okay, Cambodge yellow and sap green I'm mixing together. I fill for the background first. Slowly 50% of color, 50% of water. Slowly I have to spread it properly like a stencil method for this work. Okay, can you leave the drawing area and fill that background for the greenery part. Okay, make it very simple. Okay, by the way, are you doing too much water? No, at the time can you use very good sheet? Okay, good GSM sheet you have to use it. I'm using the normal one only. Maybe you want good effective one. No, you have to use 500 GSM or 300 GSM, that kind of watercolor sheet or canson paper. So many things is there, can use that one. Now I'm uh, using for this one for cobalt blue and viridian green. Slowly I'll cut it for that part. First you have to fill it. First you have to fill it for the background. Same thing you have to continue for the full layer wherever it's maybe you can choose the flower, how many flowers you want for the detail area. I choose for this two flower. Okay, so many, the bunch of leaves and so many flowers also is there. How to compose it, the top angle also is there. Which area it looks good, you have to choose it properly, then only you have to fill it the color schemes. And perspective also very important. Very normal, very light strokes only you have to fill it. Once you finish the background tone, you have to wait for the drying time. Have to slowly you have to fill it for the flower colors. I'm using for crimson lake red. So 90% water and 10% color, very light. That flower, the texture is very important. Wherever it's increasing the tone, the spread, you have to use little bit spread technique also. Maybe the wet time on it you have to apply on that particular area. Some part can you leave it the white space also. Did you seen that? No, watercolor, the corner area, small reflection also is there, and some lighting on the flower also is there. You have to do it. Actually that flower looks no little bit lavender and purplish tone is also is there. Depends the lighting. The morning hours the lighting is different. It will reflect too much sunlight is there, it will looks for pink tone also. The evening time slowly purplish pink also is there. Okay, depends the lighting. Can you choose any one time lighting you can follow for the proper lighting also, and perspective also you can compose it properly. Depends the petals are down or upwards or everything you have to analyze properly and do it. Even wherever if you want depth also, before itself you can give it some darker shade also. After you can create, no, it can't merge it in watercolor style. It's for beginner level only, it's not very advanced. Okay, very basic tips. This is down area. Another flower also is there. I'm focusing for the top area, this two flower only. I'll give some detail. So down area a little bit I'll blur it. Okay, I'll not give the importance for that two flower, but anyway I'll put it some color on that. A small small detail you have to create it. Some small vein also on the flower. At the time, can you reduce that water also? Not too much water. Can you increase the color tone also? Same the crimson red only I'm using the overlay. Some part can you leave the for the background tone also before we done the crimson red on 90% water and 10% color, no? Can you increase in 70% water and 30% color slowly, because subject is very light, you have to handle it very properly. Some interesting area also is going darker area start from perspective. There some area you have to focus some details also. When the brush handling also very very important. Are you using tip brush? Okay, you can change the angle also a little bit slanting, like a petal which area is going like this. Okay, you have to put it properly. It's not outline. After you can merge it with background tone. Okay, because it's not showing any outline is there. Little bit you have to cut it. Can you differentiate the flowers, this flower and that flower also? After once some small detail you finish, you can start with the greener area for the cut it for that leaf. I'm using Veridian green, little bit increase the tonal value, Veridian green. And some area I want to do for cobalt blue also, some darker tone. Cobalt blue and Veridian green, little bit outline for that. After you have to merge it. Right now, can you reduce the water also? So once it's dried, no, don't create too much layer. Very very simple detail, it's okay for that. Because the actually you can compare the leaf. Okay, so this flower is very small and leaf is big. On the perspective, which one you are giving? The first flower, this first flower is a little bit bigger, second one is small, and it's going down, so very small. And compare the leaf also very very small. The perspective manner you have to compose it properly. That is your idea, you have to make it properly. Small small leaf strokes once over. After you can start some another layer for the leaf detail. Little bit detail is over, a light to dark tone, same thing. So Veridian green, cobalt blue, you have to fill it. So light texture you have to create, because which one is very very important. Okay, the question is periwinkle flower, so it's a major one. The initial stage you have to follow for the flowers detail only, not for the leaf. In another session we'll do it for leaf and flower and everything. Slowly you have to blend it properly like this. Thank you for everyone watching this.